Now, such a famous place, Yankee Stadium, in its 86th and final season. And then Times Square. Speaking of landmarks here in New York, there's another one. Watching the 2008 State Farm Home Run Derby right in Times Square. And welcome back to our State Farm Home Run Derby here. It opened in 1923. Babe Ruth hit a home run in the first game, and John Philip Sousa conducted the band in the pregame ceremonies when they opened this place up. You think it opened big time? Ruth homering and John Philip Sousa with the music? Where do you go from there? Answer is right here. And now, Josh Hamilton and his pitcher, his batting practice pitcher, 71-year-old Clay Counsell, high school and American Legion coach in North Carolina. And hello, this guy has been the hitting story the first half of the season.
That's awesome, dude.
How about that? 95 RBIs for this young man from the Texas Rangers. His story now well chronicled. #1 overall pick of the Tampa Bay Rays. Blew his $4 million signing bonus with drug addiction, alcohol addiction. I think he just took care of a camera too. Put it on the bill. 3 years was out of baseball from 03 to 05. Woke up every couple hours in dreams that he had to help himself. Then finally got some help. Played some with Cincinnati last year. And wait a minute. Did that go where we think it went?
Like they hit the back wall of where the Adidas sign is out there. That's some kind of strength on this kid.
Well, he has developed some mental strength. And again, it was his own problem. This isn't someone coming back from a cancer, but he was diseased and in big trouble. And he has, not just because he has 95 RBIs or hits 500-foot home runs, he's speaking to groups, speaking to kids. He's very much trying to explain where he's been and why no one should go there. And oh, by the way, he has a chance at a triple crown.
You know, that's a great story and all that stuff is great right there. But you know what's amazing to me is that you can lay off 3 years and hit big league pitching. I'm telling you, it's tough when you miss a month into the season. And he missed 3 years to come back and be able to handle big league pitching. That's what, I mean, all the other stories are great. But for me to watch a guy come back physically and mentally adjust to big league pitching, that's a special talent. And I don't know if we've seen anybody like that before.
We've never seen anything like this ever. He played he only played up to the Class A level. Right. He never played AA, AAA baseball. He played 15 games in the short season Class A in a 4-year period. Got taken to the major leagues in the Rule 5 draft by the Reds, and he's doing this. We've never, ever seen anything like what this kid is doing in baseball.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to hit a major league pitching, even when you're playing all the time.
Wow! Well, the one before that, the long one was 502. This is going to be in the same neighborhood.
But just sitting down here, it sounds different coming off his bat than any of the other hitters. And we've got some of the best power hitters in the game. The sound is different.
You know why the sound is different? Because he's hitting it right on the sweet spot every time. That's why his sound is different. The other guys, some were toward the end, some were even up the handle a little bit. Everyone is right on the sweet spot.
Back, and another one, maybe 500 feet. That last one was 504. This is in the neighborhood again. How about Clay Counsell, 71 years of age? You think he and Josh don't have it together here?
Well, what a great part of this story. I mean, there's every aspect of this is a movie waiting to be made, because if somebody told you this happened, you wouldn't believe it. Absolutely remarkable.
Boom, the record before tonight was 524. We'll see if someone can pass that. Sammy Sosa in Miller Park in 2002 hit a 524-foot home run.
Well, this one is toward the moon. Well, here's the fellow who he was traded for, Edinson Volquez. I don't even want to know what's in the briefcase.
How about that trade? You've got a guy who has a chance to be the MVP in the American League, traded for a guy who's got a chance to be the National League Cy Young Award winner.
That's one of those situations where both teams are completely satisfied with the trade. I know if you're the Reds, you have to be really happy that you got a pitcher like Volquez.
This one is to that spot again in right center field. He's got everybody on his feet. He's moving on, and he can really tack on some more. The one team I'd like to just mention in here, how about if he had his head straightened out and he was on these Rays? You know, they're kind of left. We drafted first. We hung in. And you feel for it. You do. What more could they have done?
Well, I'll tell you, I think that the class of the Rays organization will tell you they're happy for him. You know what? For everything he went through and all they went through with him, they're happy for him.
And they're booing the home run derby umpire.
Well, we might need instant replay.
We'll take a look. I'm sure we have it. We have it.
It actually looked like it was below the fence when it was caught in the outfield. Yeah, it's definitely below.
Jeffrey Mayer out there.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, that was not a homer. This one is back to right, and it's gone. Almost took that first deck out. No one is safe.
And he was the first pick of the draft. The year he was selected, the visions were he was a five-tool guy. He'd hit for power, he'd hit for average, he'd be a great defender, have a great arm. And he took all that time off, and now we're seeing exactly what they thought he could be.
That's on its way to Hunter's Point, where they sell the vegetables out here in the Bronx. Oh, I'm going to get a seat in the third deck. Oh, we'll never catch a ball. So this is where he is. Hey, you guys are lucky you're not up there in the third deck and right, Ravi.
No, and I tell you one thing, you watch Josh Hamilton, you speak to him during the day-to-day. He is supremely confident in his abilities. I mean, he was born to do this, and he said that it wouldn't surprise him if he or a couple of other guys hit a ball out of the stadium. You can see why he'd think that way.
Oh, absolutely. I believe me, I didn't think it could happen. He's making a believer out of me, though. The ability to hit the ball so far off of batting practice, it's incredible.
A couple amazing things about Josh Hamilton as you hear this amazing story. He sat out those seasons, two full seasons. He didn't even work out. He didn't work out with any kind of trainer. Occasionally, he would go to a batting cage where you put in tokens and take pitches as he rips another one to right field.
We're at silly land now at 12 with no sign of slowing down.
Oh, yeah, if you can look at him, you see his tattoos that he's now ashamed of because many of them were put on when he was high on drugs. And he's tried to take them off, but the process is so painful that he can't. So now he's living with them. But I'll tell you, Ravi, this is a new way to get high. This is an amazing, amazing moment, I think.
That was a T.O. moment, I mean, timeout moment, where he signed a baseball for the Boys and Girls. Alex Rios hit 12 last year in the first round. second round, and whether he hits it out, everyone is hit with authority.
Yeah, he's not missing
He
the
hasn't
barrel
missed
of
it.
that. That's what's amazing to me. Even in BP, you might get ahead of one hit off the end, get jammed a little bit if you're trying to wait. I mean, he's everything on the barrel.
You know, Cohen, the last time I heard a ball come off a bat with that sound was Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
That's the last time in 30 years covering I've heard a sound like that. It's incredible.
Well, the other thing that makes me so happy for him, the influence. There are millions of kids in this country who have problems. And let's face it, this is not Nancy Reagan country. This is a country with reality. And the fact is, he has a tremendous influence. As a kid from Massachusetts, he's the #1 pick of the Marlins named Jeff Allison, who missed almost 3 years pitching. 3 weeks ago, he made the Florida All-Star game.
That's 14, Peter. Continue your story about Allison.
With Josh Hamilton as his role model. If this guy can come back from what he went through, Allison can do the same thing. He's on his way to the big leagues.
By the way, it's not easy for Josh. Anytime he goes out at night, even if he goes to fast food, whatever, he brings his buddy with him who's always with him because he says, I still don't trust myself.
Talked about being in San Francisco, Aaron Andrews. He went to Morton Steakhouse 2 consecutive nights, and on both nights he sat away from his teammates with his partner and his helper. 15 big flies. Aaron?
Abby, 3 of his teammates are sitting together right now. I'm here with Michael Young, and describe what you're watching right now. You guys are having a blast here.
This is same old, same old. We've seen this for about a whole first half now. And we know that he's competing against some incredible power hitters, but we said today during the home run derby, if he gets locked in with his BP guy, this thing was over before it started.
What has he meant to your team this year?
He's incredible. I mean, he really is just the kind of person he is, not just the kind of player he is, but the kind of person he is has been incredible. We love him as a teammate. He's been a great force in our clubhouse, and you know, we absolutely love him. We love him.
Milton, should he stop or should he just keep going?
He's putting on a show right now. I mean, he just did it. He just called it. I mean, he's locked in. He's hitting balls on cue. He's putting them wherever he wants to. I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
Now, Ian, was he asking for your batting gloves or advice? What did you do up there before he got up?
He doesn't need advice. Look at this guy. He just wanted an extra pair of batting gloves because he sweated through them or something. I don't know. I think he plans on being up there a while. That's on the turf. Oh, he might go on the black stuff before the night's over.
All right, guys, thanks so much.
Well,
He may not have to bat the second round, Boomer.
Well, that's
He may not even have to go up there. He may not. Because, I mean,
Meanwhile-
he's got 16. That's twice what anyone else hit. He may not have to hit his second round.
Meanwhile, here's Clay Counsell, not on a pitch count.
I'll tell you what, he's been
34
amazing,
pitches.
too. He's been absolutely amazing.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That looks about where Reggie Jackson hit his 3rd home run.
Well, in the house that Ruth built, in the place where Lou Gehrig hit him, in the place where Mickey Mantle hit tape measure shots almost off the light stanchions, off the old facade, in a place where Reggie Jackson thrilled him, and you could go on and on and on, in a place that was built to watch home runs. Josh Hamilton of the Texas Rangers has 50,000 plus New Yorkers chanting his name. Gone again. Speechless, 18 homers. The manager of the National League, Clem Hurdle, just came over, whispered to me, we better get the stadium crew out to repair some of the dents he's putting in.
Well, that one was 518 feet. He's getting closer to Sammy Sosa's record of 524.
Oh, this could be in that alley. That was almost, if he had a little more fade out of it.
That was a line drive, though.
Draw. A little more draw, Joe, for a lefty. It could be out the alley.
He's trying to hit it out of the stadium. He wants to get it over
got
the
enough
left out there.
He's got enough to assure himself for the 3rd round, so he might as well go for it. You know, we've seen guys get hot and hit a few home runs, but never with the distance that he is hitting. I mean, this is awesome.
Well, you saw the graphic with Abreu, and this is another launcher. This one is impelling. It's the only one that didn't hit out. The ball is signed. I mean, this is 20 home runs. Still got 2 to go. Outs, that is. Oh, it's tattooed. Bang, bang, bang. Gone.
Well, the only thing you have to be careful of is we've seen this in sports league where guys hit a lot of home runs, then they get tired the second or third round.
Boy, David Ortiz, for advice. Clint Hurley just came over again and said his high school coach is going to have another birthday before we get him out. Clint, just do the show with us. Come here. Will this stay fair?
Yeah.
Of course it will. Well, he would like this.
Can you imagine watching a young player like this, you know, when he was young in his peak, you can understand why he was, you know, the #1 draft choice in the nation. I mean, you watch the guy and you just see the ball jump off his back. And that's not something that you learn later on. He had that all the time. And that's why he was the #1 draft choice. I think he finally made him out.
It's a sky ball. What are you kidding?
Well, I forgot to show a course there.
Years from now, when they talk about the old Yankee Stadium, and we talk about all of the memories and all of the ghosts, one of the memories will be this kid on this field doing what he's doing right now.
And a drag bunt? No. He was showing drag bunt.
Well, I kind of want him to get to the goal ball so he can make some money for all those boys clubs, boys and girls clubs.
Toward the black part of the bleachers. You got it.
The boys and girls clubs said make it out and then hit the goal balls out.
It's amazing. The players all started out sitting on the grass in their seats. Now they're all creeping closer to home plate right now on their feet.
Well, I just announced, as we showed you before, that Abreu's 24 home runs in a round. Josh is tied. The next one, he's alone.
Well, the distances are a little different. I mean, these are true big flies.
Well, he's way past. Well, we had a mile about 10 homers ago. Now what? Let's calculate. How many? Are we coming up on 2 miles yet of home runs? Another one gone.
He got out in front of that one and almost was full, but still struck out of the park.
Well, that one had a lot of top spin on it.
I mean, everybody is kind of cheered out. I don't mean bored. Just what do we do now? And this Clay Council has a story to tell. Way back. Staten Island bound. Oh,
You see 48 pitches now doing this at bat.
well, that's right. Give this young man, this 71-year-old who was electrified as Clay Council, who was only at Yankee Stadium once before in his life. It was the day Don Larson pitched the perfect game in 1956. He's pitching a different kind of perfect game.
Well, Josh Hamilton chose him because he had thrown batting practice to so many kids in his life. Some thanking him, some not. The help kids never asking for anything in return. And what a gift to give back.
By the way, the leader in home runs, I know I'm not trying to equate, but Brian Howard has 28 to lead the majors at the break. He might have 28 before he sits down.
He actually had been in a slight slump as far as home runs were concerned up until, a few days ago. He had not hit a home run for quite a spell.
Joe, can we pronounce that over?
Yes. Oh, it was over 3 days ago. Yeah.
Well, he hit one off K-Rock, right?
Yeah.
To win a game.
But he had not. He was stuck around on 19 for a while there.
We still have not got to that gold ball. We should have a silver ball with 8 outs. You're right, Joe.
Because it's a lot of money being wasted.
Well, they're the deepest part of the park.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. 28 homers. And two guys are compounded pretty well from that side of the plate discussing it. Big Poppy and Reggie.
Oh, man.
Texas teammates Milton Bradley.
Catcher's legs are getting sore. Just sitting back there.
Finally. Well, I just wanted him to get to the goal ball.
Well, now here's your chance. 28 homers and now the gold ball. And everyone is just worn out except Josh Hamilton and his pitcher, Clay Counsell. Gold ball trying the other way. But I like his chances on getting to the finals. '28 home runs.
They got something for you. Hey, you let him? Wow. I got mine. Hey, we got more rounds to go.
No, we got to get you first. You can't hit that many home runs and then walk away. You said in your journey back to baseball, you dreamed about this. How did it compare to the dream?
Well, obviously in the dream, I didn't know how many I hit. I was just being able to talk to you about it. It's amazing over the past few years what God's done in my life and how quickly He's done it. So I just feel blessed to have Clay here, throwing some batting practice to me and people watching.
You had all these fans chanting your name in Yankee Stadium. How did that sound?
I tell you, folks, I got chills. Thank you guys so much.
Clay, we have to ask you, you've been here, you've seen Josh since he was a little boy. 54 pitches for you tonight. What is this moment like for you?
Oh, this is a big thrill for me, and I thank Josh for inviting me. I say here I'm at the All-Star game, only got one vote, Josh. So I really give him credit and appreciate the opportunity to come out.
54 pitches, you only got one water break. How's your arm?
It's wore out. I need therapy. We got to go again.
Go get some ice. Boom, back over to you.
Well, here's the good news. Unless Lance Berkman or Justin Bourneau or Ryan Braun plan on hitting 20 or 21 homers.
Total, right?
Josh doesn't have to hit in the second round, and he'll automatically be in the finals.
502 feet right there. Look at that. Well, 502 is good, but let's go 504 right here. Look at the strength of this young man.
Well, as I said in the beginning, Steve, he's hitting everything on the sweet spot right there, and that was the reason, you know, for the sound being different. That's the reason that he was able to generate so much power, because he was hitting everything on the sweet spot.
518 feet right there. I need to get toweled off after that.
I mean, look at that. Look at the hands. You know, they talk about Tiger Woods in golf, that delayed action, how your hands move forward and then they catch up, the barrel of the bat catches up. Well, that generates power, and that's what he was doing there, that delayed hand action.
Under one of these bases is a certificate which will entitle the one lucky fan.
Well, Josh Hamilton has just put the stadium in a tizzy. So he, along with Lance Berkman, Justin Morneau, and Ryan Braun, are on to the semis here at Yankee Stadium. We'll be back.